Ebro Laura Rosenberg Show.
You walked in just in time for the rundown, so you're going to just hang out with us while Laura hits her stories real quick. You down with that?
Period.
Yeah.
Comment away on whatever
Join
you
me.
feel like saying.
Okay.
Join
cool.
me. All right, so we're celebrating the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all right? Because Wu-Tang is officially part of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we were just celebrating the magic of the Wu. I am so excited for them, man.
Well, this is a huge deal. When I saw that they were up, I was like, listen, they have to be first ballot Hall of Famers. How could they not be? They are, it turns out. But there are other people, by the way.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into it. Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, Joy Division
Oh, hold
/
on,
New
hold on.
Order.
We're going really fast here.
Okay.
So let's give.
Okay.
Can we give Phil Collins a moment?
All
Phil
right.
Collins. That first of all, I think he's already in. I think the group's already in, right? Yes. He was already in as a group, but now Genesis is in. Him and Peter Gabriel and those guys. But now Phil Collins.
Right.
I mean, it was time. Come on.
Right.
All
Right.
God bless.
Oasis.
I mean, come on.
This is the one I'm excited for. Sade.
Yeah, man.
Sade. Make me cry. Sade, make me cry. My heart.
By the way, Sade is one of those people who makes the people who don't fully understand the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame lose their mind because they're like, how could Sade be considered rock and roll? And it's like, well, bro, it's not. You're being too literal now about what the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame means.
Right.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has essentially become, if we're being realistic about it, the popular music Hall of Fame. It is the overall popular music.
All right. Luther Vandross.
I mean, period.
Wu-Tang.
Yep.
And there you go. And then Celia Cruz. That's
Awesome.
That's the other one that I was very excited about. So I'm just, listen, Sade and Celia were the ones for me.
Yeah.
I just feel like I always talk about these icons and someone like Celia Cruz, her contributions. And I feel like more people need to celebrate her. And I think it's a reintroduction. I keep saying this to the younger generation who hear these names, but they don't know the music. They don't know the story. They don't know the history. Are you a Celia Cruz fan?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I watched the series and everything too, and it was dope to see. And I think it's important for people to see everything she went through.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't really know the Celia Cruz story like that.
The
I gotta
series
watch-
was long, right?
It was long. It was long, but I was on tour, so like every night I would just like watch it. But yeah, the racism, the colorism, the everything that she had to go through in order to like build, and you know, obviously with what Cuba was going on and everything. But amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, legend.
Now, also included this year, they do have these early inductee awards. That's where Celia Cruz is.
Yeah.
But also included in that category is Fela Kuti,
Yes.
Queen Latifah,
Oh, okay.
MC Light,
Thank you.
Nice.
and Graham Parsons. And then they have a Music Excellence Awards that includes several people, including Rick Rubin.
Wow.
Yo, by the way, they really do make this induction list longer every year. I mean, respectfully, this is now an endless show.
Yeah.
You just mentioned, like, these aren't just people you could throw in. That Celia Cruz and Fela Kuti alone could be their own full 5-hour spectacular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool list, though.
Snow, what are some of your all-time favorites?
Like of everyone?
Yes.
Spanish, English, everything.
Anything.
Juan Gabriel.
Okay.
Gloria Trevi. Who else?
The
Amy Winehouse, Miss Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott. I don't know.
that.
It's like all over the place.
Yeah.
you know?
The Gloria Trevi story is really wild.
Crazy.
Rosenberg, like
Tell me.
it's trafficking in there. Like she went to jail.
Yeah.
She
went
went
to jail for some years. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole.
But she was trafficked. Like she was. I mean, basically back in those days, like in Mexico, and like we're in. I mean, you know what it is in the music industry. People would just like give up their 13, 14-year-old daughter to these producers who would, you know, then unfortunately, you know, take advantage and just kind of, it was a messed up whole thing. So she was a teenager that got swept up into all that, and then
it was almost like a cult.
It was weird. Yeah, it was
almost
weird.
like a cult. I'll tell
And
you
the
about
dude
it.
was doing that to like hella girls, and like it just became this.
Well, and by the way, we heard that stories like that continue all the way up till the R. Kelly story.
Yeah.
Whose story were we just talking about? Whose aunt was like, oh, you should was it Sparkle?
Sparkle's
It was
niece.
Sparkle's niece.
Yeah.
Who accused R. Kelly because they were like, yeah, just go work. You know, you're gonna be like they gave her allegedly gave her to R. Kelly to do whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, besides that, I'm just very, very excited for all of this. In other news, well, we didn't get to talk about this, but Britney Spears has checked herself into a rehab facility.
I heard about this.
I'm happy for her.
Me too.
Yes. I just feel like maybe this is what she needs. Remember, she got pulled over for like a DUI and she wasn't drunk, but I think she was taking some kind of pills. And maybe, this is a path towards something better for her.
Well, listen, she clearly looked not right in those videos. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The one thing that was clear to me was that when we've seen those videos of her dancing, there's no version of someone being healthy, I think, in which that's the only thing you're putting out to the world is that it's hard for me to imagine the situation's good. Yeah. So whatever she can do, like, Britney's story really bothers me. Like, it kind of happened right in front of all, like you were just talking about, Snow, like the crazy things we've seen happen with women, but like the over sexualizing of Britney Spears by the entire world, her getting kind of run down in public after everyone like loved her. It's like they tried to soak her up for everything she had, took every bit of ray of sunshine that she had, and in the end, what she was left with is just like really, really sad. I'm glad to see that.
Have you ever seen like those compilations of like media asking her the most bizarre questions? Have you ever seen that?
I can't say I have, but I mean I've seen her get asked. I think that's what they do to women, right? I think it's like that hyenas type situation. The moment that there's some sort of weakness is like, there you go, here's our break to just break her. And unfortunately, that I feel like that's happened a lot in this music industry, is women just give everything and then they're just left with whatever that is.
Sometimes nothing.
So I'm happy for Britney Spears. So let's see how this goes for her. But that's a wrap. That's the rundown.
Oh, hold on. Intro for the outro.
Let's go.
Nope, wrong button. Intro for the outro. Oh, also the wrong button.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I'm not good with this machine. There
Congratulations.
you go. So Snow, talk to us. It didn't work out. I tried my best. Snow, can I give you this mug for your water?
Yes.
Here.
Oh, my
this.
bad.
No, don't feel bad. Just pour it in there.
Yeah.
I just want you to look fantastic on video. Respectfully, Kirkland ain't paying us money. You know what I'm saying?
I was telling the guys how you are on tour, back to back, selling out shows. I want you to give us and give the audience that's tuned in right now just a little bit of background of what you're doing right now and how the hell are you surviving, because you look fantastic.
Thank you.
And you have been partying and putting all your energy on that stage. How are you doing it? I'm tired. I watch it. I'm like, whew, I need a break.
Yeah. Well, as you can hear, my voice right now is a little rough in the morning, but I don't know. I could say that I'm genuinely in a good place, like myself, right now. So I'm enjoying it. And it might be one of the last tours probably that I go on like this. So I'm just enjoying it. And just because one day when I'm, in my porch talking about, my career, I'll be like, yeah, I used to tour, So I think I'm enjoying it. I think it's good.
How many dates is this one?
30.
30. And how many tours have you done over the years?
Lost count. I don't know. Like a bunch of.
You are a true touring musician. Like that's.
Yeah, like I used to tour like twice a year, so it would be fall and spring and hit the road. And it was definitely harder tours than this because when you get to bigger venues, you kind of stick to the bigger cities.
Right.
Whereas when you're first starting out and you're in those like 200 to 500 caps, you're going to like everywhere.
And what size rooms are you in right now?
Like 1,800 to 2,500 or 30,000.
And I'm guessing that you mentioned the 200 to 500 rooms, but I'm sure you were starting out. I'm sure you did the 75 person rooms, the rooms that were like or it might be a 200 person room, but there were 75 people in the room.
When you just when you first start,
like you like riding that journey and watching it grow all the way with you is a pretty cool and satisfying thing. You know what I mean? And like, for example, you could be someone who tours and only does 500 cap rooms and has a nice career. Like there are a lot of people who do that. And if you're smart with your money, you could do well and do your thing. But you decided to keep going, keep pushing forward. And I'm guessing that also includes like a special level of bond with your fans as you're growing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Like, so when you go out and do these shows, is it more than the shows? Is it the show, but then also just talking to and meeting tons of people along the way?
Yeah. The meet and greets are we were talking about that yesterday. Like they're very emotional. There's a lot of fans that like have grown up with me, or you know, they went through breakups, or now they got kids and they bring their kids, and it's just a whole, you know, thing. It's like I know them, you know what I mean? And I'm very close and cool with my fans, and I think, I don't know, it really is. Everybody says it and they're like, it's like a family and everything, but it's like, it really is, because I tour with my brother and my cousin and my wife and just all our family, and it's a real family owned, family run business, and my fans know that. So, you know, it's like lately now, like people try to like bootleg our merch outside and stuff, and it's like, but they know like we make our own stuff, so it's like we always have. So they, I feel like, have more of that connection to me to like not do that, because, you know, so they'll be cussing them out and being like, yo, don't be, you know, bootlegging Snow stuff because her cousin's making it, you know, and he's selling it at the show and we're there, you know, so it's like you see us.
Talk to me about your independent journey, because I'm so impressed by you, how you're such a boss, but you keep it all in-house. Like you said, it's your family going on tour. Mm-hmm. It's like your family's making the merch. Talk to me about why you chose that route.
We you know, we come from parents that were undocumented, and they didn't really have much, and you know, we didn't really, growing up, I just didn't have a route that I could really see to go to school or college or something. It's like they always wanted us to, but I don't know. Sorry, I wanted to do something. So when I had an opportunity, I found a way to make sure that I can employ my family and my people around me, you know, because like I didn't know what else we were going to do, if we were going to go to college or what the hell, you know. So I like looked at my brother and I was like, what do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know. He picked up a camera. Looked at my cousin. He's getting into trouble. I'm like, he learned how to screen print. Like, we just figured out how to make money together and stay together and build. And we did, you know, have a partnership with major label, or we've had manager, like do different things. But at the end of the day, like when people have tried to like come in and cut out pieces of what my business is that makes sure they are good, I always say no, which may have hindered me, but at the same time, I'm so happy that I did it the way I did it. I'm good.
How many years are we talking about since you started getting like serious about it?
Like, I don't know, like how long have been touring and like this, or like, what do you mean?
Well, or just from when you decided like, no, I'm doing music. Like, this is what I'm doing is music.
I don't know, like 13, 14 years. I've been in this shit for a long time.
Yeah, so it's a good solid run. And I'm sure during that time, I'm sure you've seen other talented people who you messed with try and then ultimately not be able to do it and now move on to just doing other things. Like, this is not an easy thing to make work for someone so well.
Yeah, I could say I'm really like in that like middle ground where it's like I've seen people that I started with or that I've known for a long time either get huge,
right,
or completely fall off, or get huge for a bit and then fall off. Like, to even kind of like stand the test of time.
See?
That maturity and that what I'm living now is just proof that it was okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like that this route was okay. So I think that's why I'm so happy right now, because I'm like, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I survived.
Are you the kind of person that when you see the other people around you who having those huge moments, which we know can be a roller coaster, are you the kind of person who struggles and is like, damn, why can't I have a moment like that? Or did you plan to just be like, hey, because a lot of people who end up in the consistent route, like, to me, what you're doing from a mental standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, from a long-term financial standpoint, this is what you want to be. Because these things, bro, we're not going to go chapter and verse about the people I have mad love for who have come up here and done an interview when they were absolutely on fire. And, you know, we could have an interview with them now, but there wouldn't be anything to talk about, right? Versus like you're just kind of going along. But do you emotionally struggle when if other people are having those moments and you're not?
No, I don't think I emotionally struggle. I think I've had moments where there was virality and I saw the comments and I saw the attacks that I feel like it's almost probably a protection for myself to do that coasting thing, because I don't think I would be able to handle too much too quickly, you know? Maybe now it's like better, but no, I don't know.
I just ask that because I struggle sometimes. Like, you know, our journey in this sort of field is really long and slow. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like over 20 years. Mm-hmm. And there are moments when I felt like I was on fire. And there are moments when I'm like, oh, it's been a long period here just showing up and doing the work every day. It doesn't feel so glorious. And I've seen other people who, like, you know, come along and in 2 seconds they're on fire. And I am the kind of person who struggles with it. I will struggle with damn, what am I doing wrong? Why?
Yeah.
What are they doing that's getting so much attention? But to your point, very often afterwards, I'm like, there's something that follows it that I'm like, would I have been able to handle that part?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen people that are like handling being viral and the hate comments and everything, and I've like talked to them, and I'm like, no, you got to be built different to really be one of those people that can do that. And like to me, it's like I'm built different, but like we could like for this, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm good for this. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I'm chilling, and also in my personal life, like I've gone through a lot of things, so sometimes I've been dealing with that. You know.
I look at you and you're a woman that raps, that could rap her ass off.
Thank you.
Okay? You're a gay woman. Mm-hmm. You're politically outspoken. Mm-hmm. I can't even imagine the type of hate you deal with. Because not only, yes, the love is there. I see it. That's why you're selling out shows in every city that you go to.
Thank you.
The support is there. You're so celebrated. By the way, I told my little sister that you were going to come on. She was like, oh my gosh, freaking out. So she was very excited about it. But I want you to talk about that journey because Rosenberg, she has some joints that they just make you laugh. First of all, she has a song called Sábado where she is
There's
just
a lot of people asking about Sábado in the chat. They want to talk Sábado in the chat.
Yeah.
And then I love your song about where you're calling out the fake Christians. Mm-hmm. No, there's a
That's
bar.
a big
And
Laura.
I'm gonna screw,
Laura's big on the fake Christian.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna screw this bar up, so I'm not even gonna recite it. But she's basically saying that in within Latino families, you're making fun of me because I'm a lesbian, but when Theo gets drunk, he's gayer than I am. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
We all know.
By
the way, we all know those guys.
we
Yeah.
all have one.
Yeah.
We
My
all
man,
know one.
you still hugging me, my guy? What's going on?
yeah, they're weird. Yeah, I mean, it's funny, and it's like sometimes you gotta like laugh to keep from crying because some of these topics are, rough. And I've made songs that are angry about it, and I've made songs that are sad about it. And Sábado kind of went a little more crazy because I guess it's funny. But thank God, I could kind of like be pretty funny about things because otherwise they would just see me as an angry rapper because I am a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. When you really are an MC, when you really are a rapper, people tend to look at you as like you're underground or you're angry or you're too political or you're too this or you're too that. And I'm like, I'm an artist. I come from really knowing how to fucking rap. But at the end of the day, like I do more than that, and it's fun and it's cool, and the fans fuck with it, and I talk about topics that I should because I'm an adult.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. Like on Unk Anthem, I'm really saying like y'all are forgetting we're adults. There's so many people out here that are trying to, well, I don't want to get political because that's not for me. Bro, you're a grown ass voting adult. You have children and you don't give a fuck about shit. You're fucking weird. And I think it's time that people really feel corny for that.
Right.
And people aren't feeling corny for that. They're feeling like they're above talking about politics, and it's like it's affecting your fucking life.
Well, that hit me the other day because I've been wrestling a lot with the people who are like in between or still half stepping, right? And like we always bring up our former colleague and our friend Shani, who's a non-voter. Now, I give Shani actually a little bit more grace than I give others, even though I disagree with him, in that his entire life being like Rasta sort of leading the way that he thinks, even though we tease him about it's all Babylon.
Right.
It is a belief system that he has. Now, I think it's a flawed system, as we point out, because if you pay taxes here and you do all the things here, you're already participating.
Yeah.
So you have children here, and
you're not hiding from the system.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have a Social Security. You have a bank. You're in it. So
Yeah.
to me, to now say, well, I lay off because it's all Babylon, my brother, you're a part of Babylon.
Right.
It's already happened.
Yeah.
But then there are other people that I have, and I have two friends, okay, and they connected recently because one friend reached out to both.
Okay.
Reached out to the other one, and my dear friend said to my other dear friend, who I'm not as close with right now, he reached out to him and was like, yo, bro, this was around the Alex Preddy. This is around Minneapolis really getting insane. And basically hit him up and was like, yo, my man, do you see the difference now? Mm-hmm. Do you see what we were saying about maybe voting for Kamala is not the same as voting for Trump? Or do you see that now? And my other friend's response was basically, nah, well, it's all the same because if this and that. And I was just like, yo, he doesn't have kids. And I hate to pull that card because I just had a kid, right? I'm an old dad, right? I'm a dog dad first. So I hate pulling that card, but I had to go there of like, maybe, but you're right, because it's still just an excuse. I was going to say, maybe if you had a child, you would understand you can't just be like, oh, it's whatever. This is literally going to affect my daughter in her lifetime in real life. We don't know in 5 years where this thing is going to go.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's such a cop-out that people are like, both sides, or I don't want to be political.
When people say things like that, I'm like, you don't have nieces, nephews? You don't have family? You don't have... Do you care about them? Because it's going to affect them too. Even though you don't have kids, you have loved ones. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
No, but they do know, and they still are gutless, and they still won't say anything.
Yeah.
I honestly, I swear to you, I have more respect for someone who comes up to me and would just look me in the face and go, yeah, I know about all that stuff, but I'm about my money, so I vote for Trump. Do I respect that? Not at all. But do I respect you at least being honest about it rather than saying, well, I don't want to be political.
Yeah.
Say how you feel.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're supporting that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think at this point it's beyond, like, I think for a while it was like, oh, you know, I only voted for Trump because of money. But then you also got to be like, really? Like, money? Like, what? Where's the money that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and how rich are you?
How's that working out? You feel me? Yeah.
And how much money do you have? Because they're saying that and they have $400,000. I'm like, if you had $80 million, I guess we could have a conversation.
Yeah.
With $400,000, you're doing that much better because of Trump?
Yeah, no. Like, it is affecting everything. So even like with the tariffs or with whatever, like it does affect you. I don't know. I feel like now though, this is beyond just Republican and Democrat. This is weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've never had a sitting president depict himself as Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
No, he said he was just a doctor.
He's an idiot.
He's a liar.
He's a liar. He will gaslight you in your face and lie, and they'll buy it. And I think at this point, bro, I just don't even know anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's also why I'm kind of treating life how I am about everything and enjoying like this tour and whatever. Because I'm like, what if I do just leave? Like, I have my houses in Mexico. I'm chilling. Like, I really could just go. And like, my son's 16. Like, or he's about to turn 16. Like, you know, including that. Like, now the draft and everything. It's like, that can affect my literal son.
Yes.
Entire life.
Yes.
And you're just sitting here like, nah, bro, like, there's got to be something better. And then the robots are coming, like, the AI. It's fucking weird.
No, literally, here's the craziest part. As if, like, the racism and the sexism and all the things weren't enough. They literally, like, don't want restrictions on robots. It literally feels like they are going to will this thing to be Terminator. Like, they want it to end.
They want it to happen.
I really think they do.
Yeah.
I can't understand otherwise. Do you know, did you just see this week? Because we were talking about the bees, Doc.
Yeah.
Was it you who sent it to me?
No, but I've seen many docs about bees.
But they want to, but they are shutting down the main health center that specifically focuses on care for the bees. They're just cutting it. We don't want it. Why would you not want to make sure we have bees when you know we need the bees for vegetables and for all of our farming needs? Why would you do that? They specifically cut things that are meant to protect us.
Yeah. No, it's like you're either super evil or you're an idiot. But I think more and more I'm running into people that I'm like, I just can't figure it out. I'm like, are you really this evil or are you a fucking moron?
I know that to me, that has become a very blurry line.
Yeah. And you'll talk to them, and these will be people that you're run into at a club or at a bar, and they're talking, and you're just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But do people really see you? A, you're Snow the Product. I mean, you're big time, okay?
Oh,
B, I don't know if you know that. When you look at you, just to be clear, you look like somebody. There's something going on. Like, I don't see Snow the Product every day at CVS. So, furthermore, number one, they don't know who you are. Number two, they look at your overall look between the tats, jewelry, iced out chain, everything, and are just like, yo, let me start mentioning some quick right-wing ideals. Like, what kind of decision making are you making in your life? You thought she was the big, oh yeah, I love the tariffs.
Yeah.
Yo, Bascom, did we put in the video of Trump explaining the doctor thing or no? His quote unquote explanation. So we showed the picture yesterday of Trump clearly depicted as Jesus, and then he came back and said he was a doctor. He thought he was a doctor, and that everyone else was like standing around the hospital bed, and it was like his shout out to the Red Cross.
I can't.
Yo, they will literally just lie directly to your face while you're playing with people's God.
Yeah.
And a people's God who are the... Oh, we do have it. We have it? Number 12. Thank you.
Really quickly.
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better. As an example, the 11,000, I understand your husband's going through treatment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's
He
going
has
through
cancer.
some very serious cancer treatment, so
Yes, sir.
this goes a long way.
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Anyway, I just gotta say it like that. That's it. The gaslighting is so crazy. The lies in your face are crazy.
But I just...
I
but
hope
if you're
people
like,
wake up, man.
But if you're a Christian, I mean, I think everyone has the right to be offended by that. But particularly, like, you're a Christian, you're good with him. And then I saw J.D. Vance's defense of it because Brett Baer on Fox News, who's probably, I guess he's the one, Laura, who, like, we played his clips before. He's the... Lou, you would say Brett Baer is like the most normal person on Fox News.
He's supposed to be the news guy.
He's the most straightforward
All
news
right.
guy who will ask them, like, but what about this?
Right.
And he's like, but he made a joke about Christ, like,
Yeah.
and JD Vance will just sit there and be like, listen, one of the things we like about this president is that he's able to have a sense of humor. It's like, bro, you're really gonna say this? And that's the next guy that they're gonna run. He's still lying right to your face. They're playing with you.
Yeah.
No, to me, my favorite part is because, a lot of the Latino community, they leaned on religion, and that's why they voted for him. And I look at those people like, he's making fun of you.
Yeah.
To your
it's weird.
face.
It's like on that fake Christian song, I got so much pushback about me being blasphemous. And I'm like, no, if anything, I'm calling out the people who hide behind that, and then they're evil people. And then this is happening, and then they will do mental gymnastics in order to defend it.
Correct.
And it's weird, So it's just like, for example, and not to shamelessly plug, but
Please
before
plug.
I crash
Please
out.
plug.
Well, my project is called Before I Crash Out because I had to, mind you, I think I'm a real MC in the fact that I don't drop music as often as I should. And I feel like that's always like something that goes hand in hand with people who are real rappers, is like we kind of will go long time without dropping music, and it's fucking weird. But this time I like had to. Like I was literally about to lose my mind. I was looking one time at my girl and I was like, I just can't get a grip of reality right now. I'm like, because I just don't understand how this is happening. Everything. Like, this man was about to win, and everything happening with immigration and undocumented people. And, a lot of my family was so scared, and just everything was crashing around me. And I was like, bro, like, I have to put it into something, because otherwise I don't know what's going to happen. And so I made a bunch of songs about different topics and stuff, and at least it helped me heal. But literally, once I dropped it, I was like, damn, what am I going to do now? Because I'm still feeling like I'm going to crash out. Like, it's just weird, like... ignorance really is bliss, because I don't know what to do.
Well,
the more information we get, the more we're just like,
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to my brother yesterday, and I don't know if I told you this. My brother is completely checked out, like about a year ago.
Oh,
I'm from a super aggressively political family.
Oh.
I don't mean in terms of, I mean in terms of what we discuss. Like, it never ends. It is
Yeah.
constant chat all the time. We're all on the same page. Everyone agrees with each other. It's not like some, problematic discourse, but like, it's a lot. And so my brother, like a year ago, for his mental health, he was already dealing with a lot of stuff at home. He just stopped. He unsubscribed to like the whole thing, because I think he got to a point of, I've spent the first 50 years of my life completely dialed in, doing the right things, voting for the right people, doing my best to support. And at this point, I need to protect my own mental well-being. Yo, I have seen him improve mentally and emotionally as a person by not being dialed in. Now, he has an overall idea of what's going on, of course. But I just mean, if I were to hit him with a specific, I know you saw blank because it was in everyone's algorithm, he would be like, no,
yeah.
I didn't see it. And there's an upside. I really can't fault you. I can't sit there now and be like, nah, it's your responsibility to be plugged in.
Yeah.
Why? Yes, of course, people need to be plugged in. But, like, can we do anything at this point?
Yeah. I think it's unfortunate because I feel like they're banking on those of us that gave a fuck to stop. And then they win and they get to do whatever they want. And I feel like it is unfortunately happening. And I share that sentiment sometimes with all of this stuff because, yeah, I had to really just focus on what was in front of me. And I couldn't keep watching and keep feeding my brain that because it's just too much for us to handle, you know, as a human.
Well, and we have
all these videos, all these things. You're just like, there's a shooting here. There's babies dying here. There's all these things. And you're like, what the hell? So, you know, then I just go and garden, you know, and you're just sitting there like, fuck, I'm not even good at gardening. The only thing I can grow is potatoes and strawberries. They're so easy though.
By the way, those are 2 wins.
Yeah.
Like if I can have potatoes and strawberries, I'm kind of Gucci.
Yeah. And I have chicken, so I have eggs. So we're kind of good.
No, I just thank you for your voice. As a Latina to Latina, thank you for your voice. Because, you know, it really, like, me and Rosenberg talk about that too. Like, it really boils my blood to see our people sometimes still willingly be blind.
Yeah.
And willingly be ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just thank you for your voice. I want to point out one thing that really makes me happy too.
Okay.
You know, Snow, do you do this in every city that you go to?
What?
Where you do a public call out for a local mariachi band. Mm-hmm. It's the coolest thing. Mm-hmm. So she has all these people making all these like viral videos, be like, Snow, we're here repping. So every city that she goes, she gets a local mariachi band to pop up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
in New York, it was cool because we got all the Mexicans popped up, all the Puebla York pulled up, and Brooklyn John, this cool videographer and cinematographer, he brought me lowriders, and like it was just so much going on stage. It was like people were like, bro, there was lowriders, there's a mariachi, there's kids, there's like all the flags, it's crazy. And yeah, I mean, but we made it happen. But it's supposed to be a celebration of our cultures, you know, and it's not just Mexican flags, it's different flags, and I'm just trying to give us a little moment to just kind of be happy about what we got going on, you know?
Absolutely. And I saw a lot of Dominican flags too up there.
Yeah, well, my wife is Dominican.
Yeah.
What do you have a spot that you like to eat when you're here?
Yeah, I mean, well, right away we go to Mama Juana usually because we go visit her family. So, different places. Last night we were eating birria at a street vendor, like a truck. Everywhere. I don't know. I love food. That's the hardest part on tour is like I love food and I love going outside and eating. So I just be gaining weight on tour.
I know, because every night, you know, that you can, what else are you going to do when you're on the road except go out and have a good meal somewhere? Yeah. And every city has some dope places.
Mm-hmm. And you get to know it. There was times in my life when I was touring, I would just be like, it was just this grind and this like darkness of just like hit the road and get back on the bus or get in the van or whatever I was in at the time and just move on to the next city. But this time I'm like, no, dude, like I get to travel the whole country and just try different things and link up with different cool people in every city. Like I'm going to do it. So even though I'm tired, it's been really fun.
Yeah, and I love that as you go on and you document your journey via social media, and you also amplify like local businesses and local people who are just not only love you, but you also show them love back, which equals them getting a special spotlight. So I think you're dope.
Thank you.
I think you're dope in everything that you do.
Thank you so much.
So Snow the Pro, hold on, I believe I have official things to plug for you. No, I don't.
Where are you off to next?
What's
the next
thing? Like, no, I don't.
Well, a Griff texted me earlier. I thought it was a bio thing, that I realized it was just a bunch of other shit unrelated to you.
I'm dead. Nice.
What city are you hitting next?
Detroit.
Detroit. Do you have openers on the tour and in the in the cities or no?
No.
So no openers when you come to the show.
It's me. Well, I mean, my homegirl James Elizabeth is opening. That's my homegirl. Like, you know, like I think she's just dope. And but yeah, no, it's just us, just hitting the road.
Were you ever the opener for anyone else big out on the road?
No, like 2 years ago, I went out with Santa Fe Clan because that's my buddy. But no, I feel like I was one of the main people that like people would literally always pass on to be an opener, and I feel like it was deliberate. Like It was, I don't know, because I was worth a lot of tickets, but I was just like, I don't know, it was strange. But in a weird way, everything that's happened in my career has forced me to take the route I'm taking, which is like, that's why I said this is the last tour I'm touring like this. I don't think.
What do you mean like this?
And I know I'm already on the tour, so whatever. What are we gonna do? Cancel it? I feel like the monopoly and the way that touring has, what has happened to touring for artists at my level is unfortunate because independent artists get squeezed out. And, you know, there's just, back in the day, there was this assumption that you do hard tickets and it's this like, you're doing the hard tickets, like it's you know? And it's like, nowadays it's like, I'm not even sure that it's really like worth it to tour that way because the fan is paying so much and there's all these fees and there's all that. And then as an artist, you're bringing on all your expenses. Like what I have to spend to tour is like, I'm spending and spending. And it's like, we just don't see it. And it gets eaten up in the middle. Yeah. And it's major billionaire corporations that literally are very in bed with politics and everything. And all of they get to get away with it. So to me, I'm like, I want to do fan experiences. I want to do community building. I want to show up to your town, and I don't give a damn. I'll rent a quinceañera venue, bro. Like literally, I'd rather do it that way because we can, and I know people will show up.
Why not?
And it'll be way more fun, which is why this community building is so important for me, and all these mariachis and all these street vendors and everybody, because it's like it's supposed to feel good to see your people. It's not supposed to feel like, damn, I love you and I want to see you, but all these middle people are fucking it up for us.
Right.
It's like, no, I want you to be able to not spend that much money on the fees. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I keep my ticket prices low because I know my fan base, but them fees still get...
Well, I was going to say, so in the end, the fans pay a grip. Mm-hmm. You're spending a grip. Mm-hmm. And the only people getting rich are the middlemen who put the shows on, quote unquote. Who allow you to play.
I think there are better options, and I will make sure that I go out there and figure out how we can have a better experience for the fan and a better experience for us on the road, you know, and it can feel more like good. That's all.
Well, I'm just going to say that, I mean, if a fan is out there spending in the end $120, let's say, to go to a concert, mm-hmm. and because of the way that whole thing works, you end up making $40 off. I'm just throwing out random numbers. Yeah. You make $40 off of that 120. Let's call it, let's be generous. Let's call it $60 off the 120. Mm-hmm. But you also have to spend $40 at every show per ticket to make the show happen. Yeah. You just made $20, and AEG or whatever the companies are, Ticketmaster, etc., they all made the other $60.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the fans are spending money. No one's really winning. I mean, yes, they get to see you perform, and that part's great. But to your point, there's just a much bigger win out there. Yeah. That after all these years touring, of course you're capable of doing, because you know people in every city. Mm-hmm. Finding the venues would not be like, it's all very doable. Yeah. So I like the idea of you thinking of it from a different standpoint. Why not?
And right now, like, you know, I'm on the road, and it's like I have an app, and I literally am like, everybody download the fucking app. I'm going to drop music through there. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff through there. I'm going to give you all the fan experience through there. And I went very direct to consumer with this project as well. So it's just like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm not subscribed to the industry. Like, you know, I'm just not. It don't fuck with me. So why do I need to fuck with them? But I just want to find cool ways to stay in contact with people who fuck with me, whoever they may be.
I love it.
And also, I'll answer for Snow. I've only known her for 35 minutes, but I think I'm in a good spot to answer for her. The reason people didn't want her to open is because nobody, when they're looking for an opener, wants someone who's going to crush too hard before they come out.
They don't want they don't want to ass whipping before the show.
No, they don't. They want someone who's developing, and they have like one little song everybody knows, and then the rest of the performance is people like going to get their merch and food. Mm-hmm. No one's trying to have it be like, nah, it's a whole Snow the Product situation before they hit the stage. It raises the bar. Like that's, and sometimes, let's be honest, people are pussy, and they don't want the heat.
Yeah, should be like that.
Her name is Snow the Product. You can still catch her for now in a city near you. You can stream the album everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Download the app.
I download the app, though. Download the Snow the Product app.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like right now, it's like a secret. Like only people who are at my show have been seeing the QR code to get it, but like nobody else really has
Wow, so they can't download the app unless they come see it.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, I'm sure it'll be, you know, whatever. But like for right now, it was like a surprise of like just letting everybody know, like, we're doing this little like underground type thing to be able to like, you know, fuck with me. And I like it. I like I was saying before, it's like too much virality, too much people up in your, I don't want to have millions and millions of followers and most of them hate me and hate or watch me. I want whoever really actually fucks with me to fuck with me. You know, sometimes I get nervous when where people post me like those type of pages that are like, you know, and I know their fan base. I've literally told some like, bro, it's okay. Like take that down. Don't post me like, because it just be a bunch of dudes, red pilled ass Latino men, and they're like, this fucking dyke, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you so mad at me for being gay?
We know.
Like,
bro,
they're like, ew, you like pussy. I'm like, what do you like?
Yeah,
I'm like,
by the way, listen, of all the things about homophobia that I don't understand, and I've been on this since I got on the radio up here in 07, right? I've always been a big button pusher on homophobia, because for the first like 5 years that I was on it was still the Wild West. I'm telling a lesbian in America, but in 07, 08, 09, it was still the full on like 1960s in terms of like the 07, 08 era for homosexuality was probably like the 60s in regards to race. It was still just openly terrible. Like, no one minded saying any words. And I never understood it, because I never understood how one person's sexuality threatens yours at all. But a man being anti-lesbian is like double nuts to me.
yeah.
Like, I can get it. Gay men threaten you because for some reason it scares you, the idea, what if you liked it, and then that would mean something for you. Why two women having sex bothers a man is something I will never, my brain can't understand.
Yeah. No, and they be ruthless too. They be crazy.
Yeah.
And I get death threats. No, it gets crazy, bro. Like, the angry, emotional men in the world. By the way, it's not all of them. And I am one of those people that's like, I want to get rid of the stereotype that every lesbian has to hate men. Like, I don't hate them. And by the way, I have my son's father is like, I never talk shit about him. Like, I'm just like, yo, you know, it is what it is.
You're not giving hate men energy.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any hate men energy.
And you're raising a young man.
I'm raising a young man. I will say that though. Like, if my son grew up to be the type of man that is under the comments of some girl just ruthlessly hating, bro, we're jumping him.
No.
Like, what the fuck? Like, we're literally like, we're all beating his ass. Like,
no, but that is a really big deal. And I think this goes back to, like, I have a 1-year-old, a daughter, and I'm thinking about how to deal with, you know, when she's starting to now have her, but I want some, you know, her mini tantrums, right? And how you handle that. The fact of the matter is, with the amount of violent things you see men do and the way that men act out and are like awful, men aren't parented right. Like, they're just not raised right. They don't know how to control their emotions, and they literally become whole 50-year-old adults who still smash things and want to fight people. And now as I'm raising a kid, I'm like, wow, this starts right now. If you don't teach someone right now how to behave like a human being and not a wild animal, that's what's going to happen as a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I know as a man, I have my own emotional moments when I'm, you know, pounding the table or having my, so if I had done work, or my parents weren't good parents, I don't know. Who knows? It's scary out here. All right, her name is Snow the Product. Stream the music, catch her on tour. We have to go. That's the rundown intro. We're not going to play that. Let's play the outro.